Right. There we go. There it is. Hi guys. Apologies. I had some technical difficulties. I was going to be able to start maybe just a few minutes after 11 Pacific, but I was having trouble with some techie stuff over here. So figured it all out. I think we're good. Took me a while to get my mic on too, because I just could not figure out how to get it on the way that I wanted it to be. But anyway, I got it working. Hello all. How are you guys doing? Hello, Christina. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. And hello, Vlad. Flute enthusiast, hello. Pauline, hello. Let's see. Nighttime, time to unwind. Oh, let's see. Blind guy, hello. Welcome back. Yeah, so what I find with my viewers, Vlad, is so I catch a bunch of you guys if I'm streaming at this time. I catch a bunch of you guys in Europe. And then the other thing too is like flute enthusiasts here. I do know that my audience tends to be people who are like teachers, students, you know, musicians, which is a huge, I'm very honored that you guys want to watch me. Yeah, so a lot of you guys, since you are musicians, you guys don't actually normally work during the day, right? So most people will start teaching in the afternoons, about early to mid-afternoon, depending on when their students get off of regular school. And then a lot of rehearsals and stuff like that tend to be in the evenings. So musicians tend to work more in the second half of the day. And so with my schedule being the way it is, I have a very abnormal schedule for a musician. I actually work basically between 9 to 5. But that does mean that I end up catching you guys pretty effectively. Isn't that weird? Void, hello. Oh, you're listening while you're at work. Fantastic. So anyway, I think I should get started with my hour of practicing right now. And then that way I can have like a good at least 10 minutes or so at the end to chat with you guys while I'm cleaning up. So yeah, let me get my flute out and then we shall get started. Wow, you guys can see how messy my desk is. I really need to find some time to like really clean this space. But holy cow, you know, getting back into normal life has been a little bit chaotic. I wouldn't so much call it a struggle, but it's definitely been chaotic. Jeb, hello and welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Also, a lot of people in the United States have a holiday today. And I was actually, I normally take public holidays off of streaming, but I didn't feel like it today. Felt more like streaming. I just wanted to chat with you guys really while I practice. MLK Day today, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So yeah, my husband actually has it off. We're gonna go grab some lunch afterwards. I do have just 2 hours of work this afternoon and that's it. So the rest of the day I'm taking it easy and you know, just spending it with hubs. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, so let's get started. Here we go. And we are going to start opening up all of our lovely music. So we have Delos Norte, 480 exercises, Ibert, and Rapid as Wildfires. Fantastic. And we are going to start the timer now. So let's do this. Okay, what are we doing? We're doing harmonics first. And then we will we shall proceed with everything else. There, I think now I'm at the right height. All right. Woo, cold. Quite cold. Vlad, you funny. All right, I'm not going to complain about that. That's pretty good. I wasn't expecting to sound quite like that on such a cold day. I also don't have my heater on because I didn't want the sound to interrupt. So it's a little bit cold in here right now. Not bad though. Not bad. I think I'm getting my mojo back. Feels good. Okay. So we're now doing number 9 on page 17. I got it right this time. And we are just tonguing each note separately. Our bass note is C sharp. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay. Gary, hello and welcome to the stream. How are you? Oh, in case you guys were wondering what I was doing, if you play that C sharp as a harmonic, it's much more in tune. So I was using that to tune my C sharp and make like the regular fingering for C sharp to make sure that that regular fingering is an acceptable tuning. So yeah, in case you guys are wondering. All right, we are showing improvement from last week. I think I'm remembering where to place the low notes. So that's a good sign. It's still a little bit like I have to think about it still, but at least it's doing what I want it to do. So we're good. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm not pulling my jaw back when I'm playing those low notes. And I'm trying to make sure I'm blowing more across as well. So that's what we're doing. Let me give it another go. Just on the low bits. Yeah, it's coming easier by far today rather than last week. And that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for improvement. Hey, so Vlad, you noticed that Moise does talk about raising the jaw for the low notes. Is it for intonation only? It is partially, yes. Or is there some other benefit, like more distance to allow blowing more air at the same pressure? Something like that. At least I'm certainly noticing that if you draw your jaw back, you end up, at least in my experience of this, you end up resonating the note too far back in the mouth. Like it prevents you from being able to really resonate that note in the front of your mouth. And that is a problem when you're trying to get those notes to like really sound quite loud. And I don't think he explains why he thinks you need to keep your jaw forward, but this is why I think you need to keep your jaw forward. Helps you blow more across, but it also helps you just keep the note resonating very forward in the mouth, because that's where low notes want to resonate on flutes. Cool. Okay, so let's do some circular breathing. Oops. There we go. So we're on to that one. Yeah, if your jaw is drawn back, essentially, like if you think about it, if you draw your jaw back, then there is no space for you to resonate up in the front because there's nothing holding the air from the bottom, right? So this is something that I have noticed about all of my overbite students. So all of my students who have overbites, they tend to resonate all of their notes generally more in the back of their mouth because their jaw is further back than the top part of their mouth. And so they tend to play high notes very sweetly and very, very nicely because that's, high notes want to be resonated further back in the mouth, for higher up in the mouth. So my overbite students tend to be very good piccolo players too, as a result. Low notes tend to be their bane. And so we need to do two things. One is to find a flute that works for them such that they don't have to resonate the note as far forward as on other flutes. So Yamahas are really good for this. Yamahas tend to be more what I call back playing flutes. They tend to enjoy having you resonate the note further back in your mouth, and that includes the lowest notes. Like it still rides more forward than the high notes do, but in general, that range of motion is further back in the mouth on Yamahas. So yeah, most of my overbite students tend to enjoy Yamahas. And I am hoping that there's another very good brand out there, very good company out there who can make like full flutes that are more back playing for all of my overbite, students and viewers. At the moment, another thing you can do is look for, they tend to be very high-end though, very high-end head joints. One of the reasons why I like Monka, which I have a Monka head joint, even though I'm a very forward player, is that he does a lot of combinations of different woods, cuts, metals, etc., so that he can kind of come up with a whole bunch of different ways, like unique head joints for unique players. And I did try some of his head joints that made me feel like I had to resonate further back in the mouth, which is perfect. So you could also potentially look for a head joint that allows you to, kind of resonate everything further back in the mouth. Pearl is another one. Pearl for me isn't so much that it rides in the back of the mouth. It rides low in the mouth. That's what I really noticed about Pearl. Pearl rides low. And I have a very small mouth. And so I have to literally drop my whole jaw in order to play it. Yeah. Oh, Miyazawa. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for that. Hi, David. Welcome back. How are you? Um, but yeah, so like, um, I'll keep Miyazawa in mind. Thank you very much. I didn't notice that Miyazawa was as backplaying as Yamaha's are in my experience of them, but I'll be sure to revisit a Miyazawa. Um, but yeah, so yeah, that's kind of my thought process behind the whole jaw thing. So yeah, so the first thing is if you have an overbite, I tend to try to help people find a flute or a head joint that allows them to generally play further back in the mouth so they're more comfortable. And then the second thing is we do need to work on keeping the jaw really loose and as forward as they comfortably can go for the low notes. So, and have them blow straight across more for the low notes. So we do work on that, but we try to do it in a way that is more comfortable for the students by trying to find a head joint or a flute that allows them to be comfortable while they do that. Yeah. Yamaha is exactly as I said. Yeah, very backplaying. Miramatsu blows it out of the water, but that middle register is really difficult to keep piano. Oh, interesting. I wonder if you may need to play around with the harmonics a little bit to see where it actually wants to resonate. Because sometimes depending on how the strength and the weakness of the flute, sometimes you have to resonate a little bit further forward than you think you need to for certain registers. So yeah. Yeah, I think I want to revisit a Miyazawa for sure. But yeah, these are my, thoughts going into this type of stuff. So now you guys know kind of the inner workings of my brain when I'm talking about this whole jaw thing when I work on myself. Now you guys know. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of circular breathing. Oh, I just figured out how to connect the inhale to the next exhale. I have to do this weird feeling where I push out more air from my like lower belly. Oh, that is a weird feeling. We can see if I can do it on the flute. MX2 head joint to go with the Miyazawa. Okay, I've heard a lot of great things about MX2. Did I review the MX2? I'm not sure if I did. It's been a long time, so I wouldn't mind revisiting it actually. Direct, hello and welcome. Former pianist, sub to me when you still played. I guess the piano. Um, hey, thank you so much. Yes, so all of these streams are always archived right after. So you can just head to my channel and then go to the live tab on my channel, and every live stream I've done on here is archived for you. So you can watch it whenever you want. Yeah. Thank you so much for dropping by and saying hello. That's so sweet of you. And I hope you have a great study session. Okay. Yeah, there's that bit where it's that bit between the inhale and exhale. I just kind of figured out how it feels to do it without the flute, but now I have to do it with the flute. I'm gonna let that be, and I'm gonna sleep on that feeling of like connecting between the inhale and exhale. There's a very specific like pushing feeling that I feel, and I think I need to sleep on it a little bit. Okay, let's continue. By the way, I do need to change this there, so that's accurate. Okay, so we are on 207. What is 207? Okay. Octave leaps on triads. Okay, on D. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, your kitty likes to sleep while listening to my stream. Oh, that's so cute. Lilac, hello and welcome. Also, I need to go further up. I think, David, you were saying you're starting winter quarter at college, starting some projects and stuff. All right. Sounds great. I hope that goes well. Oh boy, man, school, the days of school. After exams, you might join direct. Fantastic. Come and join whenever you have the time, okay? All right, here we go. Lost my concentration there a little. Michael, hello. Are you feeling better today? All right, I realized I should also do the stabilization thing that we figured out on Friday, thanks to Sean the flutist. That definitely made it a lot smoother. So very happy with that. We're going to keep going. That one is just so weird, man. All right. Oh, all better, but you have a lip infection. Oh no. I hope that goes away soon too. I'm glad you're feeling better though. That's good. Okay, I know what's going on here now. Two things. One is that when I hear the tritone between the high A flat and the D, my brain's immediately like, that sounds wrong. What are you doing? Even though I did it correctly. And then the other thing is I need to pretend that I'm only playing the high notes. If I pretend I'm only playing the high notes, then I support a lot better. Okay, again. There it is. Lemonade, hello. Welcome back. How are you doing? Every time I tell you guys what I'm thinking, it's like it just locks right into place. So I think I really am like a talker thinker or talking thinker. If I don't say it out loud, it just does not compute. I guess this makes me the perfect candidate to be a streamer. Because, like, I can't keep my thoughts to myself. Okay. Gotta. Okay. I know this is actually coffee. It looks like a coffee cup. This actually has water in it. So I'm rinsing out my mouth with this, but I do have tea over here. Okay. We shall continue. D minor triad. You do that without streaming. Are you also a talking thinker? My God. I always feel like if I'm like thinking of something or like if I don't get it out, like the second best way for me to get it out is through writing, but it is never nearly as effective as when I just talk out my thoughts. And then it's like suddenly everything just kind of like clicks into place. Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't play the flute until your lips are better, Michael. Yeah. You like to explain stuff. Me too. I love explaining stuff. Sometimes it puts me accidentally into teacher mode when I really should not be in teacher mode. So I have to kind of watch myself sometimes. The lack of an audience is of no importance. I love it. I love it. That's how my brother used to study. I actually used to listen to him study for his like various like history, politics, whatever courses. And he would pace around his room and give a lecture on it. And that's how he studied. I don't know if he even knows this, but I would actually sit outside his room and listen to him. Um, he had like the door closed for some privacy, but I would sit outside his room and listen to him lecture because he was really good. He's so good that he's a professor now. So he's like, that is his actual job now. He's a professor. But yeah, it's a very effective way of studying, is to just explain everything, you know? Um, hey, that's great. I'm glad that you're enjoying me like talking my thoughts out loud. I enjoy doing this. Like, this is why I wanted to do this today, even though I technically should be taking some time off. But I felt like I took enough time off in December, so I kind of wanted to just keep doing this. Yeah. So, I idolized my brother when I was little. I just wanted to be everything that he was. But he actually sat me down when I was, I think, like late high school or like early, like undergraduate years. He sat me down for a coffee, and well, yeah, I was old enough to have coffee. So he sat me down for a coffee, and he was like, I need to tell you that you are your own person and you are capable of great things that he's not capable of. And he was like, there are things that you are good at that I'm not. And so I think it would be a waste if you tried to be like me. So he was like, just chase your dreams and be yourself. And, at the bottom of it, don't try and be me. He actually sat me down to have that conversation, and that meant a lot. Yeah, you need to stop listening to my door. Basically. But I mean, like, he meant it very sincerely, that he was like, he was like, I feel like it would be a waste of your talents if you tried to do everything the same way that I am. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. Not that I really understood what it meant to be just myself for a very long time. I feel like I was waffling for a really long time trying to figure out, like, what does it mean to be me? What does it mean to do what I want to do? Simply because there are so many expectations in the music world for what constitutes a good player, a successful musician. Yeah, I would say it really took me until last year to really embrace who I am, what I'm about, what I'm good at, what I should be living. So it's been a while. Flutist Vinny, it's been a hot minute. How are you doing? How are you doing? Exactly, blind guy. When you try to sound like someone else, it just does not work. And in the same way, even in your career, if you try to be like someone else, it doesn't work. But then the question becomes, how do you find what you're good at, right? And I think what I discovered last year, throughout the whole of last year, was that you need to just try things and you will get a feel of, what makes your heart sing and what makes you hate your life, if that makes sense. But like, sometimes you'll do things that you're like, yes, this is good for me, but you're dragging your feet. You don't actually really want to do it. You feel ungrateful for the opportunity. I have discovered that that is still a great experience, and that can still teach you a lot about yourself and about just the industry, and you can still learn very useful things for your career. But it doesn't necessarily mean, just because it's a good opportunity, it doesn't mean you have to like it. And if you don't like it, I think that that is a pretty clear sign, you know, generally what direction you might want to start walking towards in your career. So like in the same way that a lot of, I think it's like wedding coordinators and wedding event managers, you know, when they're presenting options to the bride and groom, or the bride and bride, or the groom and groom, or them, whatever, future spouse, okay, they will often present things, and like usually the couple may not know what they like, but they know what they hate. And so the wedding event coordinator can steer the couple towards something that they will love by figuring out what they hate. And I started to take a very similar approach to my career last year by trying a bunch of things and seeing what I liked and what I hated, because I could really like the feeling of disliking something for some reason is much stronger. I think it's because the things that I like, I feel very content. I feel very like at home. You know, I feel very comfortable. I feel very safe. But because I feel those things, I don't have like this strong feeling of that I get when I dislike something. So, you know, yeah. It's all fun and games for dear old hobby player you, but professionals really have to deal with that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Was I really prepared to deal with this kind of stuff? No, I wasn't. But then when I started hearing about it and feeling it, I did make a conscious decision to walk into this career and figure it out, no matter how long it took. It's taking me quite a long time, but I feel like I'm much closer to where I want to be, because I realized last year that I'm already where I want to be. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to playing. I think we're gonna try out one more. This one's gonna go really high, so careful about your volume. All right, so in that situation, I think it's weirdly enough, it's visualizing the high A flat going to the lower A flat that I'm not visualizing quite correctly. So I only figured that out on like the second repeat. So I tried it out on the third, and it was much better on the fourth. The other thing too that I momentarily forgot in the beginning was to pretend that I'm only playing the top notes, so that keeps my support going. So I remembered that for the second or third one. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Just like that, so much better. Every time I talk it out and I do it again, it's like immediately. Do I use the gizmo key when I play the fourth octave D natural? So no, I don't. I'm gonna be completely real with you why. Okay? Totally real. My hands are small, and it is such a stretch to get to the gizmo. Also, I believe I have to, yeah, I have to use the low C, which I guess I could just chunk all of them, but the stretch is already big enough just to do the regular D, high D fingering. So I just do that. Okay, we shall continue now on D major. Oh, the first video of mine was me talking about the gizmo. That's great. Yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of people ask me, like, do you use it, blah, blah, blah. It is actually the one, like, customization on my flute that I regret, because I use it so infrequently, like so insanely infrequently, that I don't know if it was worth the money for it, because it's just, my hands are just so small, you know? Oh well. Oh, I didn't visualize that correctly. Okay, I'm drawing my jaw back a little bit for the low D. Took me a couple of tries to realize I was visualizing lifting my fingers off of the F sharp, the higher F sharp, but I actually need to keep it on for the low one. So we're gonna try it one more time, keeping the jaw more forward. This better. It's better. Left thumb, B flat key, F sharp key, E flat key. Oh, yes, that fingering is very good. I just learned it last year. And that one is really good for the Prokofiev sonata. I'm guessing you played. Amir! Hi! Hello! How are you? Are you doing okay? Much love. Sorry. That is very good for the Prokofiev. Because that fingering is so much easier. I didn't learn it while I was in school. I don't think people knew about it in my school, at least. So anyone who did that, at least I think, maybe people knew about it, but I was just like, well, I don't know. Sorry about maxing out the mic, guys. I'm getting a little bit better about switching between my lapel mic and the flute mics. But yeah, sorry about that. Yes, Lilac. That is such a good one for the Prokofiev sonata. The like end of the second page, you know? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I was so mad when I learned this fingering. Yeah, that sonata is fun. Holy crap. I had so much fun with I played it with a graduate pianist who also did it for her graduate recital. I did it for my undergraduate recital. And yeah, it was so fun. It was so fun. It was so hard. I think I can play it a lot better nowadays. But it was just such a blast because the piano and the flute part are like equals, and it is great. I had a coaching session with with her piano teacher, and that was just so eye-opening and really fun. Hello, Olympic Daisy. You're asking if I'm considering dabbling in TikTok. No. I'm sorry, guys. I I okay. The potential reach to people is very tempting. I will say that. Very tempting. But I don't think that I'm very interested in making the type of content that tends to be more viewed on TikTok, you know? So I've tried out making a couple shorts. It was really fun. But I may not do, like, I'm thinking in the future I might do some shorts again, but just keep them really simple so that it doesn't take very long for me to edit them. Yeah. So, the other part of TikTok that I am not a huge fan of is this the whole like the like privacy of like your private information kind of being sent out. I don't like that. So not like I've already been on like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I guess X now. So I still think it's such a stupid name. And on YouTube for a long time. So you could argue that my like a bunch of my information is already swimming out there, but I just don't really want it on another platform, if that makes sense. In other news, you finished playing your paying off your flute by Christmas. Congratulations! My gosh, that must feel like such a weight off your shoulders. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Is there like a TikTok live? Is that what you're talking about, Finny? Oh, is that okay? I haven't heard of like TikTok live. Oh, hello, Pauline. Did I say hello to you already? I feel like I did. You've been here since the beginning, haven't you? Every time I pop up and I see like a new name pop up, I try to say hi. So sorry if I say hi to you twice, although, you know, I guess that's not really something that's too bad. Oh, in Romania, they make you pay for the flute before running out of the store. Yeah, so like a full payment, right? There's not like the whole, um, you know, like monthly payments or anything like that. Oh, fresh COA, Amir. Oh, it's the best feeling, isn't it? All your high notes come out, all your low notes come out. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, if you guys want me to make bank here, become a member. I'm still trying to figure out what perks I want to give the members here. Like, it needs to be a perk that I can actually deliver. That was why I closed my Patreon, was because I just could not keep up with the delivery of the perks of being a monthly paying member. You have been here since the beginning, Pauline. It's okay, Pauline. You keep lurking and just join in whenever. You'll just get a few highs from me. Oh, Two-Set is on there, and oh, okay. Do they read people's like compositions and stuff like that for fun on there? Is that what they do? Okay, okay. Yeah, I just don't really know if the medium of TikTok is my jam. Um, I wonder if what would work for me would be kind of similar to what I do if I were to get back into shorts on YouTube. Is like I just take like little 10 to 20-second clip from one of my streams that was like, if a particularly funny thing happened, then you just take that clip and you turn it into a little short, put little captions on it so people can watch it while it's muted, because so many people watch shorts while they're muted. Yeah, and then I would put that type of thing up. I hear that type of thing works fairly well on TikTok as well. So I don't know. I really don't know if I want to get into TikTok. Be completely real. Yeah. So you consume your TikTok from Instagram anyways. I'm here. That's great. I consume my TikTok from YouTube and Twitter. So people will repost onto YouTube and repost onto Twitter. So that's where I consume my TikTok. Yeah. Okay, by the way, I see it's only 12 minutes left, so I should continue. So I need to properly visualize snapping down to the middle register A from the high F sharp when I'm ascending. Then I need to visualize the correct spot to resonate my high A. It needs to be a little bit like just a little higher up than I think it needs to be. And then I think we're good. That's the other thing. Visualize it back up to the D when I'm descending. Okay, so 3 things. Okay, that was good. We do one more. Okay, I'm going to figure out the fingering. Okay. Okay. I tried playing the high F sharp without the pinky and it's muted. So this might mean I need a slide. I'm going to try. That's way too awkward. we're going to try middle finger F sharp for that then, because that is more in tune with the pinky off. So we're going to try that. Okay, that worked out. Clean too. Do you have something for your lip infection, Michael? Oh, you guys. Vlad's comment on tricking neighbors would be a good short. It'd be a good short for you guys to make. What? Or do you want me to make that little bit into a clip? I could do that. I could do that. Actually, you guys can help me with this. If something funny happens, tell me in the chat to turn it into a clip. Yeah. How about you guys help me with this? If something funny happens, tell me to turn it into a clip, okay? And I'll turn it into a little clip, nothing crazy. Like it's gonna be a very simple clip with very simple subtitles. That's it. You got to play more on your new alternate flute, your Dijau 301. That's a really good flute. That's your backup? That's a really good flute. Head joint's a beast. Only silver content is a lip plate and it plays like your silver flute. I mean, they're made very well now. The like step up and intermediate flutes these days, they're made so well. You can easily get into music school on those now. Like easily. They can deliver. Like they can like actually play very, very high quality music. Oh no, is my microphone clipping? Am I talking too loud? I think I'm talking too loud. I noticed that in the last bit too. This is what happens when I talk too loud. I might play with the gain a little bit on this afterwards. I think if I play with it now, it might be a little bit weird. Oh, Gary. It would make for funny content, right? If you guys used my streams to pretend that you're practicing. Okay, if you guys made that stream, or sorry, that clip, if you guys made that short and linked it to me, I would absolutely watch it. Mopani Trevor James C flute set to release early this year. Exciting! I hope I get to try it. I really hope I get to try it. So Michael, you can just do the fingering, so you can practice fingering. You could also do some blowing exercises on your hand, but just don't do it straight up on your flute. Yeah. Is it rosewood Mopani? Is that what it is? Oh, wait, I do remember, Amir, you tried it. You tried the full Mopani flute, didn't you? Ah, okay. I only have 3 minutes, guys. So I'm going to... I just had too much fun talking to you guys today. It's okay. I had a great time. Okay, we do need to figure out, though, what is the next thing I need to do. So... we are doing 340 next time. Cool. So I will put that here. 340. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so now we're starting from Q. No, that was last time I did from Q6. I think this time we are doing from Q20. That's actually what we're doing. Oh, I did not update that last time. Okay, cool. So we'll do a little bit of this and then we'll call it a day. Another spot like this. The spot that I just did right at 20, I was experimenting with stabilizing, like using certain fingers to stabilize the flute. It really works. I've never really felt that area feel so still. My flute just like not wobbling. So yeah, definitely need to get used to that. I know time's up, but there's one more thing that I just figured out. So I think I'm so focused on getting the high notes out that I am letting some of the low notes crack high. But as soon as I think more about the low notes, the high notes are still fine and the low notes actually come out. So I tried that at Q20 and I want to try it at the very end here now too. So gonna give it another go. Okay, couple of things there. I needed to make sure that I aim lower for the middle register E. We talked about this last week. Aim lower, put in more air, and it'll come out every time without cracking high. And then I think I need to be careful not to lift my left hand pinky on the E flat after the A flat, I think. Yeah. if I can't talk, I can't figure out what I'm doing. So every time I talk it out, it's like I just nail it afterwards every time. Okay, I do want to try around Q22, more stabilization on my flute. I think I'm thinking of my index finger on the B flats as sort of like my counterbalancing finger. And that seems to work. Yeah, okay. All right, so not bad, not bad. So we essentially reviewed through movement 1. We're just going to continue the review all the way up until we get to where we, maybe to the end of the whole concerto before we start to, because what I want to do is start to check if I'm actually going fast enough on some of it. So yeah, we're just kind of reviewing through, figuring out a few things, you know. Okay, so just to end off the stream a little bit, because I have a hard stop at 12:30 in 6 minutes, but that does mean we have a little bit of time to play some Rapid as Wildfires. All right. Entire volume of traditional Irish flute music. Transfers super well to the band flute and pieces are fun to play. Free PDF with hundreds of pieces. Go ahead and link the PDF. Go ahead. Okay, I want to do the end again. Okay, here we go. All right, lost it a little bit with my mouth towards the end. That messed that all up. So we'll start a little bit, maybe this right before the last 2 lines. Okay, considerably better. It is considerably better. All right. I think that is a good place to end. Let's pack up. Let's head back here. So today was some visualization issues, playing around more with stabilization, like subtle stabilization. I'm sure you guys heard how fluid the Genshin sounded. And yeah, I really attribute it to knowing that I can stabilize the flute with my fingers. Who would have thunk? So yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. Yeah, we just want to do that more on the Ibert. I can already feel that it's going to just make it so much more comfortable to get through what has previously been very wobbly parts of the Ibert. So that is feeling really good. Sound is feeling very good as well. So yeah, I'm feeling very, very like I'm where I want to be right now, and I am getting to where I want to end up. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a solid day. I mean, sure, I was talking to you guys a lot. Whatever. It doesn't really matter to me because I feel like, one, I still got a lot of stuff done, and two, I have decided that these days I'm just gonna let myself talk. If you guys say something that makes me think of something to share with you guys, I'm gonna talk because I like it. I don't like preventing myself from talking. It makes me feel like I have to deliver a very specific, like, oh, I have to. It like turns my practicing into like a chore because it turns it into something that I have to deliver rather than practicing being like a fully like personal development, like fun thing for me to do. And honestly, I think it makes my streams more interesting if I allow myself to talk, because that would be my criticism of some of my streams in like last year. Because I was some time ago, I was looking through my old Twitch streams and I was like, you know what? The most interesting streams were the ones where I just let myself talk. And I was like, well, if even I think they're more interesting, like I would assume that that would be the case for you guys too. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for the link. Viva, hello. Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's been a journey in, I would say in 2023 to like, weirdly enough, I had to learn what my truth was first before I could honor it, you know? Like I had to learn what I liked and what I am about, you know? I didn't even know. Like it's weird that you can do things and be good at it and not know it. Does that make sense? You know? Like I vaguely knew that I was good at talking and explaining things, but it was like weirdly kind of a source of like kind of shame and guilt because I felt like I was talking too much and like not fluting enough, you know? And then it occurred to me later in the year, last year, I was like, but no, like I've actually built my entire career on talking. Like that is what people know me as anyway. So why would I prevent myself from talking? You know? So yeah, it took me until late last year to really realize this. It's been something I've been like loosely aware of before. But yeah. Yes, I agree, Viva. We spend the earlier part of our lives trying to figure that out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I get things done by talking and playing. Exactly. So if I only play, I don't actually get as much done. Some people never really figure it out. And isn't that so sad? That's so insanely sad. So, but yeah. Anyway, I gotta go because it's time to grab some lunch with Hubs. Then we're gonna relax a little bit, and then I just have 2 hours of teaching a little bit in the afternoon, and then it's more relaxation time. So, but yeah. By the way, lemonade, if you will, after the stream, I'm just about to end the stream. After the stream is done, you can pop the link in the comments below. Yeah, and then that will actually stay for people to enjoy some free music. Does that sound good? So thank you guys. I love you all so very much. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe. I will see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, make sure you take care of yourselves because there is no music without the musician. All right. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.